Same. Hi there, welcome to today's video. My name is Danny if you are not familiar, and if you are subscribed already. So, if by the end of the video you enjoy, please press that subscribe button. I would love to see you next time. Today's video is a full face of ColourPop. I do have a ton of ColourPop and I did pick up some new products. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Same. So the first thing I'm trying out is actually a moisturizer. Good Mood Gel Moisturizer. It's described as an oil-free gel moisturizer that drenches skin with a burst of hydration. Dermatologist tested, safe for all skin types, cruelty-free, vegan, paraben-free. So she does smell like rose, which I definitely don't mind. I have tried some Korean skincare with rose ingredients before, so I'm not a stranger to that smell, and it smells really good in my opinion. Ooh. Ooh. I'm thinking that even if you're someone that doesn't like fragrance, you wouldn't mind this. I don't know. I mean, I don't like heavily fragranced products, but this is definitely not heavily fragranced. It's just super light. And honestly, as soon as you touch it to your skin, it melts into water. That feels super good. Like, I just want to keep putting more on. So I do. Ooh, okay, that feels ultra fresh on the skin. I feel like it definitely gives it a little bit of a glow. This already feels like it would be a great daytime moisturizer. I would just want to, of course, layer like SPF with it because it doesn't have any. The next thing are brows, and they did not have the brow color that I needed in stock in any of the formulations that they have. So unfortunately, I do have to use another product for that, but we'll still keep it affordable. So I'm just going to use my Morphe Micro Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Chocolate Mousse. I'm back, brows are on. I have a brow color from ColourPop, basically just like a pomade for your brows. I don't see them on the website anymore, so I'm assuming they don't sell them anymore, which kind of makes me sad because I like it. I have the shade Cool Cocoa, like I was mentioning. Now that my hair is darker, definitely too light for me. Anyways, brows are done. So unfortunately, I was not able to pick up a primer from the website. They were totally sold out. So part of me is wondering if I should just not do primer or if I should prime. Okay, so I'm going to use my e.l.f. Poreless Primer just because it's comparable to ColourPop's pricing. And I feel like in order for me to give any like complexion products a fair shot, I have to prime since I always prime. So I'm just going to take some of the Poreless Putty Primer and I'm just going to put it on my face. I'm just going to put it in my T-zone where I have extra large pores. If the color of my face looks weird, tanner. I just love making mistakes. Before we move on to foundation, I wanted to put on some lip oil. I did pick up their Herb Appeal, which includes a blush and a lip oil. The packaging is like really to die for, like really, it's so cute. This is the blush that it comes with. Totally matches my nails, super cute. This is in the shade Whole 9 Yards. It is described as a terracotta, which is interesting because I see a little bit more purple, but it's all good. And this is the Luxe Lip Oil in Local Time. So there's like literally no color, which is fine. Is there color? No. But that feels really soothing on the lips. It's definitely not sticky. It's just like slippery. Like it honestly just feels like wet. Anyway, now we're moving on to complexion. So I've actually never tried the ColourPop No Filter foundation, so I figured why not? I tried their tinted moisturizer and I really love it. So I'd figure I would try another complexion product from them. So this is the ColourPop No Filter Natural Matte Foundation. It is an oil-free buildable full coverage foundation that was formulated with soft blurring pigments to give you a natural matte finish. I'm honestly kind of surprised that it didn't come with a like plastic cap for the pump. Not that that matters. I don't know, it looks kind of unfinished. Is what it is. I got the shade Medium Dark 125. So that I totally look medium dark 125. So I picked this up when I'm just looking at the color. I picked it up when I was more self-tan, and now that I'm less self-tan, I have regrets, but it's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. This is probably going to be somewhat frowned upon, but I like applying it with like this part. So I don't like utilizing the pump for whatever reason. I just like doing this. Oh, haha. Okay. This is supposed to be a neutral shade. It's honestly picking up a little bit more warm, I think. Peachy. I also picked up this brush set. Like, literally, how cute is this? Kind of obsessed with it, to be honest. Like, look how freaking cute these are, you guys. It's like a baby powder pink handle with this rose gold and white bristles. chef's kiss. It's so cute. It did not come with a foundation brush, which is fine. I have a bunch of ColourPop sponges, so I'm just gonna use one. So let's just do it. This is super orange, like super orange. Wow. Okay. Does it look that bad? Yeah. Oh god. Does it? Yeah? Okay. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna keep going with it. I thought about mixing it with my Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer, just because this is like definitely way lighter. But I kind of just want to see the finish of this by itself. And the reason I picked this color is because I saw someone use this very foundation color on themselves and they were way closer to my complexion, like my shade. Dude, I'm straight up orange. Honestly, it sucks because I think I would like it if it wasn't this color. I feel like it's not that it's dark, it's just that it's fucking orange. And this is a neutral shade, so I'm confused. Let me try. Let me just see. The color difference, that's all you need. Well, this is in the shade 4N, which is definitely way too light for me. That looks better, right? That looks better. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, not gonna lie though, the finish of this is everything. I might have actually just did something. I'm kind of imagining that this mix is kind of what their new Pretty Fresh foundation is like. Moving on. This is the No Filter Matte Full Coverage Concealer. It's described as a full coverage concealer that was formulated with soft blurring pigments to give you a crease-proof matte finish. This is in the shade medium 20. Glides on really, really smooth like butter. I normally don't conceal all over my face, but since the shades are very different, let's just blend this out. Ooh, why did that blend so easily? That looks good, right? Okay, honestly, my skin looks so smooth right now. I already have creases under my eyes, so that crease part was a lie, question mark? This concealer is crease, so I'm not really mad at it. Okay, my skin is ridiculously smooth right now. That looks really good, like really good. Definitely creasing like really, really terribly under my eyes, so this is definitely something I'm gonna have to set, no problem, but yeah, this is like creasing like crazy. The skin is literally so smooth, like I kind of can't handle it. You can see the creasing on my eyes, like I blended it out like literally 0.2 seconds ago and it's already creasing. But this looks amazing. Like to me, this is a super skin-like finish. And of course, they were all sold out of the setting powder on ColourPop. So I'm just gonna use Maybelline Fit Me. I'm kind of wondering if the creasing under the eye is gonna be a problem, like after, like just throughout the day, because I don't know, we'll just have to see. It was super, super creasy without setting. It's looking dry under the eyes. Still super smooth. I'm not mad at it. I don't hate it. I think it looks okay for now. So next thing I'm gonna do is bronze. So they were like super sold out of a lot of bronzers. So the only bronzer I could get my hands on was a pressed bronzer, like one without a compact in it. This is in the shade CA Dreaming, like California Dreaming. And it basically just says, get the perfect light golden warmth even on a winter's day. Add warmth and dimension with our buttery soft, super blendable powder bronzer. Ooh, these feel really nice in the hands. This is the ColourPop F18 brush, which is basically just like a big fluffy powder brush. It's a dome shape. I really like it. I love like oval shape brushes like this. They honestly feel like a good weight. Like sometimes brushes just feel like they're like completely hollow on the inside. So I'm enjoying that. So I'm just gonna dip into California Dreaming, just doing a little bit of this. And this is what it's looking like on the brush. The thing about some press products is that it can be a little hard press, but sometimes you want it to be like less pigmented on the brush so you can build it up better. Just dabbing in here. I'm just patting it. I'm not swiping yet. I'm just patting the product on. It doesn't smell like anything. So I keep building this color up. This brush is incredibly soft, by the way. I freaking love it, and I also love like the shape of it. It's just really good for like blending product on. It's definitely buildable. I feel like I'm used to bronzers that definitely are high impact. As soon as you like put it on, like it's on. So I feel like I'm not quite used to something that requires it to be built up so much. I think the color is really pretty though. One side with bronzer, one side without. So I did pick up a few blushes from ColourPop. So the first one I mentioned was the Whole 9 Yards blush. Whole 9 Yards is described as a warm pinky terracotta with a gold pearl. And then I also picked up Catch My Vibe, which is described as a matte pale baby pink. And then I picked up Quarters, and this is a mid-tone peachy coral. I feel like I don't want to put blush on yet just because I'm not sure what we're doing on the eyes yet. So I think we're gonna come back to this. For eyes, I actually wanted to use their individual shadows just because I like literally have never seen anyone use them, and I don't know why, because they have a huge selection. I actually have 2 palettes that I have made for myself here. I've got a lot of warm tones and some cool tones right here. So you can actually make your own eyeshadow palette for $45 for this size for 26 eyeshadows. So it's $4.50 for a pressed shadow like this and $5 for a glitter, which is great. So only a 50 cents difference. And when you make a palette, the eyeshadows only come out to $1.87 per eyeshadow. I'm just gonna prep the lids with the No Filter concealer. My eyelids are stained pink from purple eyeshadow that I used yesterday, so hoping this covers pretty well. I'm going to not set the eyelids just because I want eyeshadows to stick on as best as possible. So I'm first gonna use this beautiful green shadow called Conjure Up. Okay, I just got excited because I opened this one and it looks like it could be a really good like crease cutting brush. I'm first going in with the E17 brush, which is just like a nice fluffy dome shaped brush. Okay, so E17 brush with Conjure Up, a nice like blue greenish. Just gonna pat it in the crease right here. Actually a little bit above the crease, but I'm really just following my natural crease and stamping it right above. So it's just creating like that half circle shape. Without taking any more product on the brush, I'm just gonna start to try to blend that, and I do like sweeping motions and then also little circular motions just to blend it out. Taking more of Conjure Up on my brush, and I'm just really repeating that step. So I'm just stamping it just to build up color and then really lightly blending it out. I'm using like super minimal pressure when I'm blending. This is with the color built up, and this is just with like one layer of color blended out. So definitely these are very buildable shadows. Next I'm using the E19, which is described as a precision blending brush. With no extra shadow, I'm really just gonna blend this out. So next up, I'm going to use the shade Trooper. I'm going to use the E19 again. I'm just going to my color switch to get that color off. Dip it into Trooper, which looks pretty pigmented. And I'm just going to work on the edge of that color super lightly. Like my pressure is like almost non-existent. I'm just going to do the same type of circular motions and then windshield wiper motions. Next shade we're using is Let's Do It, which is just a matte black. I'm going to use the same E19 brush. Just work it into the outer crease of the eye just to deepen that color. Okay, so here's what I like to do for brushes that I need to be flat. I take my duo glue. This one is clear. Ugh, am I gonna regret this? I just coat like the edges of this brush just on the top. Give it a few moments to dry, and then I just flatten them like this. That way it's flat, so when I go to, you know, cut my crease, it'll be a nice flat brush. Don't look at my palms, I don't want to talk about it. And I'm actually going to use a little precision Q-tip and some makeup remover and remove the eyeshadow where I'm going to do the cut crease, because if you put concealer over green eyeshadow, concealer is going to turn green, and I don't want that. For me, this part is really just like an outline, so if it's not perfect, it literally doesn't matter because we're covering it with concealer. This way, when I go in with concealer, I just like have an idea of where I'm putting it. So what I'm gonna do now is actually use my white No Filter concealer, because white is a better base and I plan on doing a bright color. I will say my little brush is working really well. By the way, this is the E18 if I didn't already say that. The shade I'm putting in my cut crease is called Ooh, which is basically a really bright orange. I'm using the ColourPop E4, which is a medium packing brush. And I'm just gonna start packing it on the concealer. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with my black shade. I'm taking my E19 brush again, and I'm just going to blend out where the cut crease ends so that you can't see a harsh edge anymore. Then I'm gonna take Feathered, which is a matte dark brown shade. Really quickly, I'm gonna match this eye up to speed and I'll be right back. Okay friends, I'm back and the eyes match, hopefully. I did want to note that the under eye doesn't look amazing. I'm pretty positive that that's because of the concealer and not because of my Maybelline powder, because my Maybelline powder doesn't do this with my other concealers, and because concealer was already creasing like crazy before we even did anything. So what I want to do now is move on to my lower lash line, and I'm gonna start by using my BFF liner in the shade Fast Lane, which is like a bluish green. So I'm just gonna pop that on the lower lash line and in the waterline. I find that these liners are really sheer on the waterline. Just in general, I have a ton of colors. In your waterline, it really shears out. Okay, going back in with Conjure Up and my L1 brush, I'm just gonna set that liner and then smudge it out. Next shade I'm using is Muscle Beach, which is a matte kind of like turquoisey shade. I'm using the E21 brush. I'm just going to blend out, conjure up, and then I'll just kind of connect the lower lash line up to this lid on the outer corner. Just kind of connect it all together. For my inner corner highlight, let's use Let Me Explain. I'll apply that with the ColourPop E20, which is a micro shader brush. Cute. So on the lid where the orange is, I'm actually going to use the Strawberry Jelly Matte Shadow. It does have a little bit of color, but it's nothing insane. I mean, it matches the tone. So I'm just going to take some on my finger and press it. This is actually super crumbly. I'm sure you can tell, which is weird because I've only used this like a few times. So I'm just going to mix some Inglot Duraline in with the shadow just to kind of like bring it back to life. Ooh, spray my brush. Go in with the shadow, hopefully. Okay, that totally is helping. She is cute. Just kind of transforming the color, which I don't mind. I'm finding that this product, you really like need to tap on and not swipe it all. Literally, when I'm putting it on, chunks are coming off. I'm gonna spray some setting spray into the product and see if that does anything. It definitely did. I feel like that would be the best way to revamp these actually. Maybe even skip the Duraline. I did pick up a pair of lashes. I've never tried their lashes before, so I'm super excited. This is in the style Minx. So I'm just gonna throw mascara on and put these on, and I'll be right back. I wanted to show you, hopefully you can see, there's like no curl to this lash. So like when I put it on, it doesn't like, it more so sticks out than it sticks up. Also, when I pulled this lash off of this thing, I pulled like a chunk out. To be honest, I'm already not a huge fan of these lashes. The lash band to me feels plasticky. I don't know, maybe it's just like this style. Oh, there goes a lash right here. And I'm like trying to push them up to see if they can get more pushed up and more like of a curl effect, and I'm not really getting that. So I just wanted to point that out to you. So I picked up the Freckle Pen from ColourPop, and the only shade they had available at the time was dark brown, so I got the shade dark brown. But around like the felt tip on the white part, there's like green, so I'm assuming it's like olive undertone. Kind of wondering if I should even do this, because with my eyes and freckles I might look like a watermelon, but a wise woman once said, fuck it. I'm just gonna start doing this. Freaking guess. I like to like fill in my moles first. That's the first thing I like to do. I'm having mixed emotions because so far this is just like applying like literally anything else. Usually what I use to fill in my moles is my Urban Decay Brow Blade, and I use the felt tip ink stain part. I don't know if I like this, because like how is this different from any other pen? Maybe it's just that I have a darker shade and maybe I don't need it. Because this sets down really fast. Like usually the thing with freckle pens is that you have time to pat it out or put it on your finger and dab it. Well, maybe I should try that. Okay, I'll try it. Okay, so I'm just gonna dab a few dots on my finger and okay, that did nothing. This definitely looks like an ashy brown or like a green brown. Like I mentioned, it had like a green tint. Okay, so I don't think I like this. I think it would be good for filling in my moles, like I said. But if you want to do like them all over, I'm not feeling it because they don't really blend. Like it's like as soon as you put it on your skin, it dries down. Okay, so let's finish complexion. I'm thinking I want to go in with Whole 9 Yards Pigmented. For sure, I actually really enjoy this color. Oh, my lash is coming off. Rude. Kind of like it. I'm gonna fix my lash. I'll be right back. Okay, so I fixed the glue on the lashes, and this one was even like separating. So honestly, I think it's just the lash band because my duo glue can do no wrong. I also think I decided I want to go in with quarters because you can never have enough blush? Question mark? I like it. The highlight I got is this Super Shock Cheek. Flexitarian is described as an icy champagne. Wait, I'm sorry. That's pretty. Let me use a duo fiber brush. What's happening with my eye? Whoa, that was weird. Duo fiber brush seems the best because the other brush was too compact. Last step are lips. Probably neutral would be a good idea. Let me see, I got a few shades of their Ultra Matte lip. This is the Ultra Matte lip in the shade Midnight Snack, which is a light pinky nude. This is an ultra blotted lip in Starling, and the shade is described as a diffused deep yellow nude. Then I have the Ultra Matte lip in Bugaboo, which is like an orangey red. please tell me not to put this on my lips because I will do it right now. Y'all, this color is like everything to me. I love an orange red. I have a ton of the ColourPop lippy pencils. I'm gonna use the shade Chi Chi, just like a orangey red. Also, tell me that lip liner and this lipstick like don't match perfectly. Okay, I will say I definitely remember when I did used to wear these super dry. They dry down super fast too. I do have the urge to wear a neutral lipstick though, I'll tell you that. But I just had to. I had to. This shade of lipstick with winged liner and lashes, it's all you need. It's all you need. Lippy pencil in Little One, which is like my perfect nude lip liner. Starling. Last thing I'm going to try today is the ColourPop Luxe Gloss. It's described as the most comfortable ultra cushiony lip gloss. This high shine non-sticky formula hydrates and nourishes lips with feel-good ingredients like antioxidant rich black rose, poppy seed, and Madagascar vanilla for fuller looking healthy lips. I don't know about this gloss, y'all. Definitely feels way thicker than my lip oil. Sorry, that looks so gross when I do it, but like it like separates. Can you see, or do I just look stupid? You see what I'm saying, right? Like butthole lips, basically. This color is honestly really gorgeous, but the formula is questionable. It smells like it's old, but it's so pretty. Well, I hate to end it on a bad note, but I don't love this lip gloss. This is the finished look for today. I think I'll just wrap up my thoughts on everything that I used today. So the first thing I used was the moisturizer. Love it. I really like that moisturizer. Super lightweight, literally felt like once you put it on your skin, it melted into water. Next item I used was the ColourPop No Filter Foundation, which it did look really beautiful on my skin. I just got the wrong shade. Just because I used it, I will mention I have used this for probably like 6-ish months now, off and on. I just ordered this in a new shade that should match me. Really love it. Super lightweight, gives a beautiful glow to the skin. These two mixed together was like next level. That might have to be a combo that I try again. This concealer literally melted into your skin like butter and blended like a breeze. Next item I used was the California Dreaming Pressed Powder Bronzer. I think it's good. It was a really beautiful shade, although it was a little bit too light, and I did enjoy that it wasn't like full pigment as soon as you put it on. The individual eyeshadows definitely a go for me. I think they're pigmented. They're a really good value for the price. The Jelly Much eyeshadow, I'm kind of on the fence of. I'm not a fan of how fast it dried out when I had only used it a few times. I was able to fix it with setting spray and that did help. So these are kind of like a meh for me. I'm not too sure how I feel about them. The ColourPop False Lashes, no, it's a no for me, honestly. The band is not comfortable. I can like feel it on my eyes when I blink. I don't love this style. I don't know how different the different styles vary. For me, they aren't what I like in a lash. I don't like the lash band, and I don't like that they stick out more straight than they do curl. That's just my personal preference. BFF Cream Gel Liner is a yes for me. They're super affordable. On the waterline, I do think you need to build it up like at least 2 or 3 coats, but besides that, for the price point, it's a really great product. Pressed powder blushes, yes, 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 for sure. And I love that it comes with a mirror. Super Shock cheek products, yes, yes, yes. It's very pigmented. Honestly, these might be my favorite products from this video. The brush sets, really good. I really enjoy these brushes. I think they're so cute. Worked really well. I did my entire face. I always recommend these lip liners. They're so creamy. They last a long time. There's a ton of colors. This was my first time using an ultra blotted lip, and I actually really liked it. It felt way more comfortable than the liquid matte lip. The liquid matte lip, it was good, but it was dry. So I think just depending on how you prep your lips, and if you put gloss on top of the matte lip, it might feel a little bit more comfortable. But if I had to choose between the formula, I would definitely choose the ultra blotted lip formula. The Luxe lip oil was amazing. I want to buy like 5 more of these. Well, that wraps up this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what your favorite ColourPop products are, and even let me know what your least favorite ColourPop products are. I did order some more ColourPop, so if you guys would be interested in another full face of ColourPop, or if you would like a full face of any other brand, please let me know. If you'd like to see more from me, I'm super active on Instagram, which is at creepypeachy. I will have all of my social medias down below if you'd like to check that out and hang out with me. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. I would love to see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.